Alrighty, so I wanted to go over the Mind Flayer boss a little bit very quickly. During the live stream that we did during, like right after our summons and everything like that, I actually did a couple of these after I was able to unlock it. You do have to beat around half of the story event for the collaboration, but honestly, most of the content for the collaboration seems kind of dumbed down, and I think that they do that because they want it to be more accessible for newer players and stuff like that, because honestly, collaborations are a really big like selling point for them, and it's really easy for them to try to bring in new players whenever collabs happen. So they want to make this as accessible as possible for a lot of players. So a lot of the CC requirements and stuff like that for a lot of this collab content really isn't all that high. You can see that even on Extreme, which is the highest difficulty, the Mind Flayer is only at 160k. Honestly, if your account is, you know, pretty built up and you've been playing the game for a while, it shouldn't be very hard for you to hit over like probably 200k, maybe even like way higher than that. So honestly, this isn't too bad. You could probably solo this pretty easy. The Mind Flayer is a green unit, so you may have to worry about that. We're just going to invite the AI of one of the guys that I was playing with last night because we were doing some of his raids. I do urge you, I'm just going to use the AI really quick because I don't want to have to wait and search for somebody and everything like that. But if you have like a friend or something like that you can do the raid with, or just like somebody in general, just invite somebody, because honestly you can only do this 3 times a day on your account, but you can join and do it as many times as you want to from other people's invites. So you know, you could end up getting the exchange shop, you know, pretty much cleared out in a matter of, you know, a day or so if you really wanted to. But honestly, like, you know, if you invite people and help them out, you know, everybody will kind of benefit from that. So I like that the AI still like upgrades cards and everything like that. That's honestly really nice. But you can see, honestly, the 2 big key players for this one, like, you don't even have to really use them. But honestly, if you want to get it done pretty quickly, Sariel is obviously god tier. If for a lot of PvE content, he still does insane just because he's really good. Lost Vein is also another really good character to use for this because he's a nice red unit. He does really good damage and everything like that. So, you know, just using those 2 with Gother is pretty much enough to like beat the whole boss in just a couple of turns. It's really not too hard. Mike Wheeler is actually like, he has bonus stats and everything like that for this fight. I think he does 30% extra damage to the boss. So if you did summon on the collaboration banner and everything like that, you may be able to use him if you're really looking forward to it. I personally have used Mike Wheeler in PvP already. I have mine fully super awakened and everything like that, so I may mess around with it, but I'm pretty unimpressed so far with Mike. So I don't know if I would really recommend you upgrade him just for this fight. I don't really think that that's all that worth it. Seaton has already done a video where he basically solos the fight with Mike Wheeler. So I guess if you're looking to just do it by yourself and you want to just have the victory under your belt, I guess, go for it. But I honestly don't think it's really worth it. If you already have some of these other like key characters, it's probably going to be more worth it for you to just use those characters, because they're probably going to do just as well, if not better. So yeah, honestly, the fight's not very hard. Even with the ReZero collab content and everything like that JP and Korea got not too long ago, they were basically all saying that he was pretty easy, like the boss that they were doing for that one. So yeah, I feel like the CC requirement for a lot of these newer contents and stuff like that have been kind of lower, so it might not be nearly as bad for a lot of newer players and stuff like that to really get into it and try it out. I think we would have probably been finished here if I would have pulled more Lost Vein cards for my ultimate. But you can see in the second phase, he actually does really big damage. So you kind of do have to worry about that. Honestly, if you can get some ultimates and stuff like that, just to really burst down the last phase, it won't be very hard at all. But yeah, you can see like it's not really even that big of a deal. You can beat it pretty quickly as well, so it's just a matter of, you know, picking the right team. Some people in the chat were saying last night that they were going to try out Red Escanor and Arthur and everything like that, using like the sort of like basic mono red team and everything. I don't know exactly how the results are for that. I may end up trying that out a little bit later in the week if I have time for it, but honestly, with the setup that I already have, it's probably not going to be all that beneficial for me to mess around with it. If you do try it, definitely let me know. Let the people in the comments know, so that way if they're having trouble and they might not have these units, that they can do it and everything like that. So that is pretty much it. Honestly, it's not very hard. Like, the CC requirement is pretty low like all you have to do really is invite a friend, or just a random at that, and like you should be able to do this pretty easily. You can do it 3 times a day. There is a challenge clear, so if you get, you know, all the way up, you get a hopper cosmetic at one point and some other free rewards. And then the exchange shop is honestly pretty decent. Like there's some costumes for the characters from the collab, and you know, there's anvils and super awakening coins and all that good stuff. So that's basically it. Hopefully you guys enjoy. The content so far on this collaboration has been pretty good. So you know, if you want to stay tuned, I'm going to be going over a lot more of the content and everything like that throughout the rest of the week and everything. So feel free to subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.